இப்ப எத்தனை மணிக்குப்பா மீட்டிங்க?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock-ஆ? சரி சரி, முன்னாடியே வந்துட்டேன் நானு.
நாங்க இது டெஸ்டிங் அது பேர் என்ன யூடியூப் லைவுக்கு வந்து ஒரு half an hour முன்னாடி இருந்தாதான்.
4 o'clock நம்ம லேட்டா வரோம்னு நினைச்சிட்டே நான் ஆன் பண்றேன்.
இல்ல யூடியூப் லைவுக்காக இப்ப ஆன் பண்ணாதான் ஒரு 10 minutes முன்னாடி லிங்க் எடுக்க முடியும்.
ஓகே ஓகே ஓகே. சரி, நான் அப்ப லேட்டா ஜாயின் பண்றேன்.
அந்த லிங்க். சரிங்க மேம். ஓகே.
பிரியா லேப்டாப்ல ஸ்லோவா இருக்கா நெட்?
ஆமா மேம், அதான் மேம் போன்லயே பண்ணலாம்னு இருக்கேன்.
போன் ஒன்றும் ப்ராப்ளம் வராதுலடா?
இல்ல மேம், அதெல்லாம் எதுவும் இல்ல மேம். ஆல்ரெடி பிரச்சனை கிட்ட ஒரு வாட்டி பண்ணிட்டோம் மேம், பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம் நாங்களே ஒரு மீட்டிங் போட்டு.
சரிடா, சூப்பர் சூப்பர்.
ஓகே மேம்.
சார் 4:55 தான் வரேன் இருக்காரு. அவர் கிளாஸ் 10 மினிட்ஸ் 4:45 வரைய கிளாஸ் இருக்கான், முடிச்சுட்டு வரேன் இருக்காரு.
சரி, ஓகே மேம்.
சரி, நம்ம இருக்கலாம்
மேம் மொமெண்டம் வந்துட்டு பிரசன்ட் பண்ணுவா மேம்.
ஆமா, அவ என்னன்னா எனக்கு நடுவுல கரண்ட் போயிருது வருது, ஜெனரேட்டர் போடுறதுக்கு ஒரு 5 மினிட்ஸ் லேட் பண்ணிடுறாங்க. அதுதான் எனக்கு டென்ஷன்ல இருக்கு. சார்
யூடியூப் லைவ் போயிட்டு இருக்கு, நீங்க அன்அஃபிஷியலா கீழ பேசிக்கோங்க.
ஓகே 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 சாரி. ஆன் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? ஓகே சாரி.
Welcome, sir. Good evening, sir. Can you hear us?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Very good evening. Very good evening, all, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good evening, sir.
Selvarani ma'am, we can start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Greetings to one and all present here. Myself G. Priyadarshini and Prajanya Agnes Rebecca of 3rd year EC Department, PANIMALAR Institute of Technology are the host of today's presentation. Behalf of Department of ECE, PANIMALAR Institute of Technology and Institutions Innovation Council in association with Entrepreneurship Development Cell, IET, IEEE, CSI, SAE, ISTE, IET. It's my immense pleasure to welcome you all to this national education policy with a focus on innovation and entrepreneurship. Over to Prajanya.
Now I welcome our special chairman, Dr. Aravindh S, the Executive Director and CSO of the Elies Biotech Pvt Limited and also the founder chairman of Plant Research Foundation. He is an accomplished visionary leader in marketing, research, industry experiences for over a decade on the field of life science. He pursued his BSc Microbiology in Bharatiya University, MSc Biotechnology in Alagappa University. He has also pursued his PhD from Anna University and has done a research based on nanobioscience, environmental microbiology, biodegradation, and bioremediation. He was honored with various awards, 10 outstanding, plus 3 Board of Studies member, plus 6 MOVs, plus 5 VFSs. He has jubilantly participated in numerous national and international conferences, about 7 in international forum, 19 in national, and 10 in the state forums. It's my honor to welcome you again, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma. Thank you so much. Good evening, one and all. And I'm very much happy to deliver a very fantastic title, National Education Policy with a focus on innovation and entrepreneurship. First of all, I would like to congratulate my dear student friends and faculty from the department and various discipline colleagues, because everywhere we used to hear a lot of negative ongoings, like wherever we go, there is an issue because of COVID-19. Everywhere they used to talk about GDPs falling down, and wherever we used to go, they used to start gossiping. Lockdown time, we are really fighting. We are struggling a lot how to overcome with the negative things which is going in around our. The new education policy, according to my perspective, the new education policy was a fantastic one. They were introduced in the month of July 29, 2020. And basically, I am from village side or rural side, government school background. And I always used to compare myself, or I started to think about when our curricula going to get such a kind of a creative oriented measures, and is it any possible at least for future generations and all. Now I feel very comfortable and happy. I feel very comfortable and happy. Excuse me. Oh, sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, I feel very comfortable while go through this new education policy, uh, because of future generations. Definitely, they feel very comfortable by believing themselves. There's a creative a creator was going to generate by themselves. Because I read completely about new education policy. I'm very happy to share with you all that during the time of questionnaire time, we raised, myself, my wife, we raised such a very positive response for this new education policy implementation. And we write many relevant mails to the concerned department about the various positives in the new education policy systems, right? And according to our path, entrepreneurship path, and today very much happy to deliver an exclusive title. Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Actually, after completion of our PhD program, and a course of experience starts from research, academia, industry, almost 10 plus years of experience, and we believed ourselves is a really a worth of a bunch of experience with our hand, and we are not trying to look for any job in academia or any research field or in the industry side. So we got almost entered in almost the important sectors, research, academy, industry, and we thought to, we believe ourselves, and we started ourselves to we can able to achieve in entrepreneurship path. Yes, we focused exclusively because of our self-sustenance confidence, and exclusively we used to love our native place. Fine. And how it's actually related with the today's title, national education policy, and we have started entrepreneurship with we got inspired because of native, because new educational policy, national education policy, so completely focusing about native development. So they are focusing exclusively the well-wish of or the welfare of the localite. This is what we actually inspired the new educational policy, new national education policy, because we are gathering a lot of experiences, even though our family background is somewhat poor, or we're struggling in the middle class, or we are struggling to fight to get but we are struggling in a native level. But while considering our application or contribution, and immediately we used to keep in our mind about we should get a job in cosmopolitan city or metropolitan city like Mumbai, Chennai, or Delhi, or if we believe more like that, we immediately think about international, like cities like US, cities in US or Germany or Japan, like that. But here we will get sure about the local availabilities and what is the importance and what are the good things and which is related to our native, and what are the chances to get improved through our creative and innovations and through self-sustenance. So these are the things during my course of a presentation I will emphasize about what are the good things they have incorporated in new national education policy in accordance with the youth. They used to keep an exclusive eye on about the forecasting of our development of youngsters. So new education policy, what are the entrepreneurial opportunity for any professionals? Like there are broad range of professionals, like starts from arts, humanities, science, engineering, technology. Likewise, any professions can do any sort of entrepreneurship. Here we don't have any such barriers. So I always used to tell we need not to study biotechnology. We need not to study biotechnology, or the one need not to study biotechnology is to start biotech business. Because the thing is, he should have a courage, he should have a creative, he should have a the volunteerness to come forward to take such a responsibility on our shoulder, how to develop or how to support the native development through the available resources. Such kind of available resources can able to aware through the we are focusing about the localites, or the focusing about the welfare of the native. So definitely we'll have a lot of opportunity. So I'll give a few examples. Starts from agriculture, food, and environment. These are the major things we need to concentrate in for another 25 years. Another 25 years, we should focus all sort of things. So with these three major domain, definitely we can able to rise 1 crore business per month. 1 crore business per month with our creative talent, innovations, and all. So what are the major important and developing things? So not only for our domestic business, also it's a sake of international demand. It's a sake of international demand. What are those possibles in entrepreneurship? And those are the things which got major focus in your new education policy and for the development of youth means the agriculture, food, environment, and exclusively bees and drones. So drones nowadays we can able to see everywhere application of drones. Exactly 5 to 10 years before, nobody knows about the drones at this much level. Fine. So it's a kind of a biomimicking, like flying about insect or dragonfly. So they inspired with the natural things. So I compare with the lot of hopes for a lot of possibilities to get inspired with the natural things. So bees and drones is a comparison. So accordingly, you can inspire with a lot of natural available insects or thing instead of getting fear or getting feel ugly about insects and other thing. We can try to look a creative manner how to try to make this as a artificial one for the welfare of a human being, and at least for our where we are started our childhood study till we are surviving in our native place, like artificial intelligence. According to my own perspective, artificial intelligence, exactly 10 to 15 years, we never ever dreamed about this much development of soft skills. So now we used to have 4G mobiles even in rural place also. So exactly 10 to 15 years before, some interior village may feel like availability of internet or net connectivity and all. But the development of our digital India, we give a lot of possibilities for artificial intelligence to reach the core of village side. and automation, so automobile industries and robotics, all sort of things, and Internet of Things. So we used to do a lot of farms, a lot of things with the help of internet. So online of things. So with this major thing, when compared with the international, so we are not far behind the developed nations, because we are almost reached what are the necessary things in our hand. The next thing is we should concentrate to develop creators from our side. So we should concentrate to develop more creators from our side. So if we need to create more creators, more achievers, more talented, means we need a specialized tool, a specialized guide, a specialized enforcement is called education. Fine. So now this national education policy has the exact vision and mission for fulfilling all sort of needs for future India. And blockchain technology is a kind of supply chain management. So a lot of issue like scarcity of agricultural goods, demand, or all sort of things because of supply chain issues. Like a lot of interior villages, interior places have a lot of possibility to do needed agriculture thing. The thing is, getting so this agricultural commodities to the needed places is become a quite challenge one, and the possibilities of preservation technology also, I think. So now youths are coming in front voluntarily to take the courage, take the responsibility on their shoulder by means of showing a lot of excellence, like app development, like again artificial intelligence or Internet of Things. And they used to start a lot of enterprises. They are coming front to start a lot of enterprises. They are not believing much more education background is needed for sort of thing. Thing is, they must fulfill with the courage and volunteerness, with the creative thought-provokingness. And urban agriculture and vertical farming thing, I mean, compared to our India and the agriculturally modernized practices happening in Israel, Japan, like vertical farming and that. So these things are not new for us when we look ancient and traditional thing. But again, due to the scarcity or due to the issues behind the water and supply of organic inputs, so and exact needed agricultural farming and all, a lot of youths getting inspired the agricultural business activities, starts from doing agriculture and doing agricultural business and doing value added products. So this creating a lot of confidence and to dream much more about our Vision 2020. Starts from Vision 2020, our empowered India. And again, the genetic editing is a kind of subject related to biotechnology stream. But again, I am telling a lot of possibilities for doing outsourcing research, research outsourcing, and youths are coming forward to start laboratories, like private laboratories, to do to drought resistant or salinity resistant or chemical resistant or bioremediation, phytoremediation related developments just to fulfill the domestic needs. So I can able to see in and around my district, Erode district, a lot of districts like Salem, Namakkal, Karur, Coimbatore. So they are coming forward to start biotech research laboratories to fulfill the local needs. So the complete synopsis of my presentation is: successful innovations and entrepreneurship will give the mean for success of education policy 2020 onwards. And very briefly, I'll explain about the theoretical content of 2020. So, new education policy, NEP 2020, established July 29, 2020 in Parliament. And both positives and negatives, they used to start to discuss about other things. But I always used to prefer positivity, though it was implemented through our honorable chair chairs of our board, and they're not decided immediately or overnight. So they took many days or years, or with many talented or many distinguished professors. They discussed very well. It's a online statement is it's for future India. Simply, it's for future India. Starts from now, and focusing young, creative, much strong for talented youths exclusively. So creativity and innovation remain the heart of the policy. Again, I am telling. And MHRD recently they were named Minister of Education has recognized that India lags behind when it comes to research and innovation. Yes, still we have a lot of brains. So my own personal perspective is we do have a lot of brains, but the brains are really attracted by glittering area, but all the glitters are not gold. It's a famous proverb. So they used to leave our motherland to abroad nations, and they feel this place is very comfortable, like that they used to feel. But thing is, we should worship, or we should really encourage them, their brainy, because of our motherland gave such a talented one. They should come back to our India. Then they should start to contribute at least their contribution through their professionalism or professional activities. Like so, according to the statement, India lags behind research and innovations, like research to business. My own statement is research to business. So our research to application. Exactly. So we are doing a lot of researches, a lot of innovation, a lot of creativity for the development of certain product, but we are lagging how to make commercially available to the society. So we are not thinking about the commerciality and to fulfill the need for society. And this lack of creative and critical thinking mainly stems from the fact that current education framework does not award such things. Yes, so we have seen last 3 decades. So still we do have a lot of education. We should salute the previous the officials took a lot of initiatives and all. Now we should recognize, or we should realize about the theme line of how we are handling the education, how we are sharpening the youth. So that thing we need to again revive. So this that time, and we exactly revived such time with the NEP 2020. This has resulted in stagnation of intellectual property, and creativity results in innovation, and innovation eventually results in the generation of intellectual property. Yes. So lack of creativity or lack of courage, or why we should try all sort of things. Simply we are getting salaried position, then why we take. So this kind of sophisticatedness or this kind of environment definitely will block the intellectual properties development. So I should always encourage each and everyone at least should contribute. Though we are educated, like starts from school level education, higher secondary level education, undergraduate level education, postgraduate education, then PhD, like research graduate education till. So apart or beyond that, such or apart from all sort of education background, even though the experienced one, those who are not having education background, everybody or anybody can excel their creativity by showing the creative talents as a output of the product. Then only the intellectual property asset will develop enormously, or the number of IPs will be counted enormously. Then the IPs, when the IP will get more number, definitely our India will glow like anything. And why this IP should be counted more, and why should the number has to be increased? Because a lot of possibility such IPs, anybody can come forward to take responsibility to commercialize such IPs, intellectual property, by by providing proper royalty, by providing proper agreement system, by providing MOIs, memorandum of understandings, or undertaking system. So through legally, they can take this IP asset to commercialization. So then this way, we will give a lot of self-sustenance and will definitely eradicate the job seeker system. So we are developed till now job seekers. We developed more job seekers rather than job providers. So here this IP will provide a lot of opportunities for job developers, or I'll say I always used to eradicate or completely erase the terms like work, job, salary, kind of thing. I always used to imagine myself, and I always used to convey the professional. So it's a right term is a professional, because professional will give you a valuable experience. So you need not to look for the revenue. This much work, it should equal to this much salary, like this. So professionalism definitely will never ever look the salary kind of thing. So thing is, you should call it as the professional outcome, either way of experience or in the way of revenue by money. So the new national education policy was approved by the, as I told, July 29, 2020. Is an NP proposed a paradigm shift on how education is dispersed by various institutions present in the country. This was a much needed move. The current education system appears to be rigid and was unable to encourage innovative and find out the box of thinking out of the box. And new education policy seeks to establish an educational landscape that caters to the overall development of students in order to create more able workforce to enhance India's global compatibility. So the thing is, overall development, the thing is, it's a broad spectrum of knowledge. It's not a kind of unique, it's a completely focused thing. So though it's focused manner, but it's a broad spectrum of a skill set with them. So with the skill set of broad spectrum or widely, definitely they will those to hold a kind of courage and responsibility on their shoulder to meet on the workforce. And this workforce will definitely enhance India's global competitivity. The new national education policy has been lauded by many and referred to as the need of the hour and an instrument that will put the existing Indian education system at par with the advancing world. Yes. So developing country like us, and most I believe, like we are self-centered. I always believe I will never ever I don't want to compare our India with other sophisticated countries, like, but we used to comfortable with our life journey in our India. I feel very comfortable and I feel much confident. I feel much target oriented. I really satisfied my life in my native, and I really enjoy my professional by showing my excellence in entrepreneurship. That's it. So this existing education system at par with the advancing world, like we need to show our excellence by showing the comfort in our native place. That's it. So the advancing world, what exactly needs is by showing a lot of development. So the new education system definitely will fulfill what advancing world is looking from us. In many ways, the new education policy seems like an endeavor to encourage and inculcate the spirit of innovation and to an extent entrepreneurship. So the same thing I already mentioned about some spirit of innovation, and this innovation I need not to depend upon the degree of certificate or degree of qualification and all. But the thing is to fulfill what actually they are in thirst to learn or in a keen to observe, like that. And to extend finally is entrepreneurship. It's a commercialization to for the society, and focusing on having the children not only to learn but more importantly learn how to learn. The policy also talks about pivoting education towards learning about how to think critically and solve the problem, how to be creative and multidisciplinary, and how to innovate, adapt and absorb a new material in the novel and changing fields. Yes, we are getting changing each and every day. We are day to day we are getting changed, because you just look around that, at least for electronics department, getting advancements in every day. That's why I mentioned in the advancing world. So to meet out the advancing world, we should show our excellence in by comfortfulness. So comfortfulness definitely will result through the passionate learning and education system to how to implement the learned things for the society. Again, creativity, broad spectrum, multidisciplinary or transdisciplinary, on how to innovate, how to creative and adapt to the environment and absorb the new. So these are the, again, major criteria or major target points we could really observe from NEP 2020. And it aims to facilitate a pedagogy that makes education experimental, holistic, integrated, inquiry-driven, discovery-oriented, learner-centered, discussion-based, flexible, thus instigating a sense of problem solving and an attitude of innovation in the children instead of indulging in the herd mentality. And during my, I would like to share my great experience when I started my school days. Like we used to follow what I'm a basically average student. Like though I would like to share my personal feelings. Like I got failure in my 11th standard, and I'm very poor during my school days education. So, but I never ever disencourage myself because believe I'm much more confident and much more challenged and much more creative. I can remember start from my 4th standard onwards. So I used to do a lot of experimental kind of learning. I used to believe in experimental kind of learning thing. That is the reason I am standing in my self-centered like entrepreneurship path. So I want to I want myself more independently and thought-provoking, and to excel or exhibit and explore my what I'm really thinking for the society without any the third-party intervention. Such a thing. I really got inspired that such things really very nicely looked in this NEE Education Policy 2020. That's the thing. The education policy makes a experimental and holistic and integrated, inquiry-driven and discover-oriented, learner-centered and discussion-based and flexible. These are the major senses we can be able to see in this policy, and problem-solving attitude in this thing. And I would like to share my school days. I'm an average, below average student. I always used to follow those who are all in the rank of 10 to 15th rank, and they used to follow in the rank of below 10th, and those to follow the first. So it's a kind of groupism, or the kind of followism. So we used to compare like a sheep kind of approach during the time. But according to my own thing, just for the mark aspect, just for the obtaining mark aspect only, I feel myself such a way. But independently or more creatively, I'm always believe myself as a unique, because nobody never ever showed their interest to learn biology, exclusively insect biology, how to the earthworm is behaving, or how the insects are flying. Likewise, I used to so such kind of inspiring from natural things. Really, they are giving much more importance in the curriculum of the system. So definitely, this system will give a lot of creators. For such creators, so need not to complete their higher education till PhD. Definitely, if they feel inspire is much more enough, now I'm ready to transfer my knowledge for the society, at least for my native bond. So they can fly off. They can immediately fly off. So the NEP 2020, the last slide of this presentation, NEP title, By introducing many transformational reforms, the new national education policy will undoubtedly result in the increased education of ideas. Given below is a list of education reforms given in the new education policy, which will result in the proliferation of IPs. So again and again, I am emphasizing about IP. We are earning 1 lakh per day. We are earning 1 lakh per day, and we are ready to contribute our IT, like income taxes to the department or through for the welfare of our national India. But it's not it's not enough for us, according to my own perspective. At least we should have a one IPs, either patent, copyright, trademark, trade policy. Likewise, at least we should have one asset with us. Definitely will directly mimic and directly proportional to the growth of our country. This is what I want to convey, and I believe much more. So we should have, though we are receiving much more salary through our profession, and at least we should excel with our intellectual property, at least by exploring our intellectual talent through a product. And then we should try this, the product should be acceptable with the national level experts team. So nothing but IPR, intellectual property rights team. Then they will give you a proper recognition through patents, copyright, trademark, registered trademark, likewise. So what are the major things they have discussed in this thing? I will very briefly, I would like to mention establishment of the National Research Foundation. Under this new education policy system, there's an exclusive establishment of National Research Foundation, NRF. So they have focusing of national level research foundation. So anybody or anyone can approach them for the showing their talentness, creativeness, innovations, and they can seek support, help, how to commercialize such things, or how to make revenue out of them, or how to make such product available for the society, whatever the things we can do. So it's not a unique or a new or thing. It's already existing with our university system, but it's got a reformation or establishment of NRF with the restructuring or reformations and abolishment of rote learning and the existing or previous learning system. There's a lot of it needs a lot of troubleshoot. That's it. It needs a lot of troubleshoot. Now we really got such a root cause. Really, we received such a root cause identification, and we are ready to troubleshoot such things. So now we are ready to troubleshoot for young minds. That's it. And streamlining PhDs and degrees with research. That's it. So PhD, so is a prestigious research degree for internationally, is a highly recognizable position. But thing is, though PhDs also, they are preparing themselves for job. Yes, after completion of PhD, they started to write to seek PDFs like postdocs in international or in national level, and they want to depend some others source of financial thing. So the thing is, they are not completely prepare themselves how to make their research intellectual property, the research intellectual property by means of thesis to commercialize such things. So this is the thing, and I strongly hope and believe and I encourage this new education policies focusing much more about the creative and how to make the creative available for society and all. And fueling research and innovation in colleges and universities. Again, though in previous decades, and our lot of governments and government officials, they have tried their level best to introduce research and innovations in colleges and universities. And with the system of new introduced or new establishment, such system will definitely give value of their efforts. It's according to my own perspective, value of their efforts, as well as they will definitely measure the future outcomes. Definitely, they can able to measure the future outcomes by means of result. It's exactly a kind of scale the new education policy system. That's the way the well developed or well organized way of output or outcome from the new education system. Definitely, they started to give back for the society. So, by the way, a lot of funding opportunities or volunteering opportunity definitely will arise, and the institution will get a lot of financial support, moral support, technical support, and much more supports. And taking an example of myself means I am really very much happy whenever I used to get chances to deliver a talk or lecture exclusive my school surroundings or my college surroundings or my research surroundings. I definitely used to accept without any hesitation or without any expectations, because I feel very comfortable and I feel very freedom. So I need not to depend on some others instruction or some others permission. So again, it's directly proportional to the fueling research and innovations in colleges and universities. Yes, now I am fueling. I feel myself is fueling for innovation and entrepreneurship for PANIMALAR Institute of Technology and the participants, my beloved participants, right? And Education 4.0 and the National Education Policy Technology Forum they have established, and disruptive technologies again, a kind of a Internet of Things. So 20 years before, we never ever believed such a kind of developments will happen and all. But because of contributions, each and every day they started to contribute. So likewise, in future, a lot of things need to come forward. So such kind of Internet of Things and a lot of disruptive technologies will give a lot of hopes for future. And according to my own perspective, malnutrition is a greatest issue for the society. Malnutrition. Now we are fearing about COVID-19. Exactly 20 years back, the same coronavirus family back exactly 20 years before, it came in the name of SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome corona. Again 20 years later, it came with the COVID-19. Likewise, in future also, as a microbiologist, I never ever believe microbes are pathogens. I never ever believe microbes are pathogens. So here in this world, no species are pathogens, or no species are hurting to other life forms. If we give possibility or chances for them to survive, again survival of the fittest. The thumb rule is Takkana Talaikum in Mahabharat. There is a famous quote, Takkana Talaikum, yes, survival of the fittest. The Dharma, he said the famous quote, Takkana Talaikum, Tahada the Veelum, like this. So here the place for survival of the fittest. Likewise, our body is welcoming by powering our immunity, means definitely a lot of microorganisms start to harbor in our body. Then our body will get diseased condition. That's it. The later final result is dead. Fine. It's just stopping their life form and then become dormant or completely static in their all metabolism. That's it. So we never ever overwhelming or over booming all sort of things, and finally we are showing all problems associated with microbes and all, because here microbes are almost 99.9% of the species over here in this earth are having more beneficial. The thing is, we should wear exclusive glasses to look the beneficial thing. So because we always used to use the magnifying glasses to look the detrimental part, but according to my own perspective, we should look a more positive part, more beneficial part out from the existing view or existing lively forms in the earth. And this time, this many slides, I very much voluntarily interested in delivering this new education policy and 2020. And I'm repeating, our real asset is intellectual property, and the real contribution is giving back to the native society, and the real yearning is satisfaction. Real yearning is peacefulness and satisfaction. And another, the holiness is giving the humanity way response for the society. All sort of things. It is a new vision through this new education policy. Start from this slide onwards. I will take you all very quickly. We are believing that this scenario is showing India is getting down because of GDP, so blah blah blah. Just eradicate, throw out all sort of negative consequences, and try to believe responsibility on our shoulder. We should overcome this crisis issue. And what is an entrepreneur? And this new education policy system, not only again and again I'm telling, new education policy system is whether the existing education policy is either may lacuna of such thing. No, it's not like that. The existing education policy is lacking all sort of things, but the new education policy giving much more importance and emphasis about the creator and its creative talents to explore for the society. That's the thing. And study, do research, and finally to commercialize for the society. That's it. So commercial is for the society, nothing but the ultimate destiny is entrepreneurship, self-sustenance. We need to depend for salaried position, and need not to depend some others instruction. So disciplined, confident, open-minded, proactive, competitive, creative, determined, strong people skills, strong work ethics, passionate. These are all the building foundation stones of entrepreneur. Be a different breed. The science, engineering, technology, though arts, humanities, entrepreneurs are unique from all entrepreneurs. They are independent, much more self-motivated, confident, desire to take roadless travel, passionate for their work, ability to work long hours, unrelenting persistence, willingness to take risks. With the combination of this educational background, the entrepreneurs definitely become a different breed, because they are showing, or they are translating what they really got inspired through their education time or curricula to the society with a product or through a product. That's it. Essential of a science, engineering, technology entrepreneur, they should hold a passion and vision. Definitely they should access their strengths and weaknesses, good business sense, and have ability to speak at least 2 languages and multidisciplinary translator. Thing is, apart from our own mother language and official communication language, English, at least we should try to learn and speak regional languages adjacent to our state, like Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, Marathi, Hindi. And Hindi is a very common and a national level speaking language, spoken language, and is really very very valuable to speak national level speaking language, and will give you a real value to communicate and real value to learn new things with a common communicating languages. That's my own opinion about knowledge of and knowing of a new language will give a new wisdom, and it will open a new world, a new thought-provokingness, and gain knowledge and wisdom. Yes, again, the additional language is help to gain knowledge and wisdom, and persistence, should have persistence, having a deep sense of responsibility, and be a negotiator. Definitely enlarge our contact of influence. And again I'm telling, we should try to focus our native development, because we do definitely will have a lot of contact and circle of influences. And I am really believing money is not only the great asset. According to my own perspective, contacts are the real assets. The contacts of real assets we can discuss, we can compare, or we can exchange a lot of many ways we can able to expand our knowledge because of maintaining such potential contacts with us. And creativity and change, again this creativity through this NEAP is highly possible, and leadership and core values. And what are the entrepreneurship challenges? Risk-taking ability, lack of family support, balancing business and family life, defying social expectations, dealing with limited access to funding, struggling to be taken seriously, building a support network, coping up with the fear of failures. According to my views, I really inspired my Japanese friends. I don't want to go to Japan and try to contribute directly for the Japan nation. I never ever do. But I will stay here and I will do a lot of contribution from my own country, my own place, for the development of Japan by extending a business support. That's it. And I really inspired my Japanese friends, because exactly 60 years before, or 80 years before, I think, Japan nation got the Second World War issue, and very well, I'm very little poor in historical years, and but thing is, I want to convey the thing is, they really want to come out from such a worst scenario. The nation got distracted like anything. Thing is, and their mindset, with their new education policies, and their risk-taking abilities, and a lot of things, they developed themselves in a independent, self-centered professionals in themselves, in their mind. That's the reason we used to compare the production line of Japan with our own nations, because we are stick on the time, but they are also stick on the time, but they used to quality professional, but we want to improve the quality wine. So the thing is, with their new education policy system, exactly 40 to 50 years before, they really got such a position in though they are in a island nation. So likewise, we should really revalue us, or restudy, or we should realize our situation, and we should accept this new education policy. And we should, if we feel any misplaces, or if you want to, if you feel any some missing parts in this, yes, we are here to extend our support. So we should try to show our support through our volunteerness to fulfillment, instead of raising our voice, instead of raising our comments, instead of raising our discussing or gossiping and all things. And we should try to fulfill what are the things lacuna in our mind. So if we need not to fulfill all sort of things national level by looking for a chair, like I should be in a position like PM, I should be in a position like CM, I should be in a position district collector. Need not to be that. If we are an Indian citizen, like, so we are having such responsibility, at least we start to change such things in our home. It's our greatest achievement. We really accepted such things. Change starts from our home. Each and every individual start to thinking like that, then definitely our India will quickly show their excellence, all sort of things, with the supportive systems at present. And choosing the right products and manufacturing for sustainable. I always used to believe sustainable development. I always used to focus the prime nativity bond and market analysis survey. This is kind of research to business, and we inspired with such natural things, and we developed such innovative product, and the product is in our hand, and how to do start a business, or how to make revenue out of it means. And the thing is, these are the thumb rules behind how to do all sort of things. And first we have to do a market analysis, whether such product or any such products is needed at least 60 kilometer circumferences in our native place, because if we are trying to develop such a product, is not needed for our local peoples or the native peoples, means we should invest much more to market our products other places, or we should spend much more money. And according to my this thumb rule, you need not to invest money for advertisement and marketing and all, because 60 kilometer why I have taken means bicycle just sufficient. Just bicycle is sufficient to reach 60 kilometer within a 1.5 hours, right? And reliable and quality. You can look any existing product may feel are challenging in quality, then we can try to so our innovative product for better improved quality and sound technical knowledge. Nowadays, institutions like educational institutions, colleges, universities, and private institutes, and NGOs, and a lot of government officials are everywhere. You can go ask them for any doubts, means they are really much volunteer to clear your doubts. So I think I can able to see a lot of positivities. If anything, they are not willing to transfer their answers for your questions, means we think is we should try to change our questions in a better way, to a communicable way. So thing is, ultimately is we should acquire sound technical knowledge from their acceptable answer. That's it. The broad contacts, again, communication skills, again I am telling. So we should try much fun to learn more languages and more speaking styles to attract the localites. And social reputation, we should hold such a social reputation at least for in our own native place. And the social reputation will directly push us to contribute immediately to the society by as much as possible, like, and scale up interest. So life is always expansion. So scale up, we should scale up our inspired things each and every milestone of the year range, right? And manufacturing sector, always try to focus manufacturing sectors instead of a servicing sector. Try to focus on manufacturing sector, and purchase of raw materials from local supplies. It will boost you about the revenue rotation in our native place. So each and every the native born personals, professional, you should start to think like way, means definitely that native will excel in forthcoming new technologies and accepting new things. So in ancient when the e-way of online payment mode, so everywhere they start to speak negative like this. But nowadays we can able to see even the local Sandai also, they used to have the QR scan code to accept online money from the, to their bank accounts, likewise. So a lot of improvements because of this local developments. They are involving local develop things, and a lot of native opportunities. Means first we have to approach a district collector office, and because we are very much interested district employment office only, but we are much aware about what are the possibilities we'll get from district collector office. First thing, we have to enter into district collector office, and at least we should start to inquire about our opportunities awaiting for us. And district industry center, DIC offices. I always used to say my friends and colleagues and my young beloved student friends, means instead of trying to step in district employment office, please definitely go and visit district industry center, DIC offices. There you will get a lot of chances to learn about or know about business opportunities and what are the demands from our local district level thing. They have a lot of data with them. And example like in Edisha, like Erode district level association called Erode District Small Scale Industries Association, Edisha. In Coimbatore, Odisha, a lot of NGOs, private association initiatives also. There you can go and seek help. They will definitely come forward to support you. And TIC, Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Corporation, TIDCO, Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporation Limited, Small Industries Development Corporation, NAMAD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, exclusive extension centers like Agricultural Joint Directorate Office, each and every district and each and every taluks also, like in KVKs, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, which is comes under ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, is situated in each and every district of Tamil Nadu, not only in Tamil Nadu, in all districts of our nation, India. And FP was Farmers Producing Organization. Just 1,000 farmers they used to unite as a team, then they can seek a lot of opportunities from government schemes. So likewise FPO, women self-help groups and schemes. So how to get to fund from bank? Through Mudra scheme, Sishu, Kishore, Darun schemes are there. And if you want to start your business with subsidy, you can get government schemes through DIC offices. So DIC, they are giving through MSME financial support for micro, small, medium scale enterprises. MSME financial support for micro, small, medium scale enterprises. UAEGP, Unemployed Youth Employment Generation Program, PMAGP, Prime Minister Employment Generation Program, REGP, Rural Employment Generation Program. The thing is, 25% loan subsidy is there. If you're ready to get 1 lakh, you want to get 1 lakh loan means 25,000 government will give you a subsidy. You need not to pay the 25,000, right? So and what is the capital investment to start a business is like for women entrepreneurs just 5%. If they want to start 1 lakh business, capital investment means 1 lakh business means they need to just invest 5,000. So they can show 5,000 in her hand to start their business and seek for 1 lakh loan with a 25% subsidy. In the case of men, 10% capital investment is needed. And graduates, how the graduates will get the financial assistance. In new education policy, I have gone through exclusively about this NEEDS scheme. So they have clearly mentioned about the new entrepreneurs development scheme is exclusive for degree holders and focused for educated youth, and they can get a capital as well as interest subsidy. With this you can get up to 5 crore, starts from 1 crore to up to 5 crore based upon your proposal. And this can be easily possible through TBA, Technology Business Incubation Center. You want to know in detail about, you just use your institution innovation council. What I am presenting in this forum means through this institution innovation council, through Government of India initiative, through ISTE, I think. And this Institution Innovation Council, later they will start to focus TBA, like and those TBA will facilitate with the financial assistance to the young entrepreneurs. And what are the statutory regulatory compliances? And these are like exclusively those who want to start a business and all. They may get fear how to start business, whether very frankly speaking, policemen will come and arrest, because in Tamil films all stories end up with the policemen and IT raid used to come for raid, for arrest, because the businessman used to do so for this, just for storytelling, they used to construct, they used to frame such kind of screenplay. But according to my thing is, and we are ready to do honestly business means we need not to fear all sort of things, fear about all sort of things. But thing is, we should show our contribution through fulfilling the regulatory complaints. What are the regulatory complaints? First thing is we need to register through Udyam registration. Very recently they introduced this Udyam registration in the month of June. And zero cost, no fee. We need not to pay single paisa from our packet to register to get certificate. And current account is mandatory. PAN card, permanent account number of, whether we are proposing for proprietorship. If we are proposing proprietorship means we can show MSME certificate, and we can show our own PAN card. And if you want to start a private limited means we should take a exclusive PAN card for our private limited company. And GSTN. So everywhere people used to talk negative aspect of GSTN. GST is they are really squeezing the business development, business ongoing activities and all things. But we need not to fear about GST. According to young entrepreneurs like us, we are startup in stage, and we really enjoying and we are really happy and running our business with the support of GST fulfillment, like inward and outward filings and all. We feel very comfortable, and it's really a interesting one thing. And youngsters like us, definitely we should welcome all sort of the new initiatives of government, but we need to give our hands if there is any lacunas, or is there any places need to be improved, means we should show our contributions, how to overcome sort of things through our activities, right? And what are the other thing, like if you want to start the food business, means FSSI, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, license and registration certificate. And next important thing is commercial electricity service. So we people, those may get failure in their business, means the mandatory is commercial electricity, because they used to run their business with the available power source. So the available power source is domesticated power source. Then definitely EB professional will definitely start do penalty on you. So thing is, we should do business very perfectly and honestly, means we should exchange the commercial electricity. And I'll just skip these slides. And why I started to explain all sort of things means just to ensure courage, such kind of courage should excel in your mind, should explore in your minds. That's the reason I started to explain about entrepreneur opportunity and how to become an entrepreneur, entrepreneurial courage, entrepreneurial bench stones, and entrepreneurial steps on things. And what are the opportunities financially and all? And financially means a lot of financial supports, like bank loans and grants. Grants I already mentioned, and subsidized loan. Then again, incubators. I would like to emphasize over here, because I'm talking because of support of opportunity from Institutions Innovation Council. Likewise, startups can approach the same Institution Innovation Council. If you have a very good idea for the commercialization, definitely they will help you how to design your idea for commercialization. If you need any fund, they can forward you for TBAs. If your PANIMALAR Institute of Technology distinguishedly having DBA facility meets Institution Innovation Council, IIC, will forward you your proposal to TBA centers. So TBA center will frame you, and they can guide you how to write or how to exactly look for financial support through proposals. Means they will guide you how to write a proposal, how to write financial budget need and all. So the such kind of things we will get from this Institution Innovation Council. From this slide onward, Vision 2020, New Educational Policy 2020, they are focusing youth, exclusively youth. And our beloved professor, former president of our India, beloved Honorable Professor Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, he believed India will empowered from 2020 onwards. And Vision 2020, professor, wherever he used to go, he definitely don't forget to mention Vision 2020 scheme and all. Why means starts from this Vision 2020 onwards, 35% of the Indian populations are belong to youth. The age range 15 to 45. 15 to 45, the age range 35%. I think more than 35%. If I expand the age range, which definitely will go more than this percentage. Exactly 40 to 50 years back, our neighbor nation, China, as the same the population. Exactly, they driven with their education policy system shaping. Now, even the deep interior rural village of our district, they used to hold a tiny object or tiny toy material or any kind of material with the standing letters made in China, because they shaped through their curriculum adjustment exactly 50 years ago. So still they used to do a lot of manufacturing through cottage industry system. So we have a golden opportunity with us, because starts from Vision 2020, we used to have more than 35% of the Indian population, or in the range starts from 20 to 45 years. So we have a lot of possibility to explore our curriculum for the society. Everybody wants to entrepreneur. India needs more entrepreneur for growth. And a lot of schemes like Startup and Stand Up India, Startup scheme, and these are the startup action plans. A lot of financial approaches, PIRAC, ABLE, BIG, Mudra, grants, MSME, and we can get you can approach IICs for Nidhi EIR, and NGOs. If anybody wants to start their own contribution through NGOs, you can get such of information through your district collector office. District collector office will give a lot of opportunity. And agriculture, in another 20 years, there's a huge opportunity for the development, agriculture, food, and environment. So youths concentrate on agriculture exclusively, horticulture related product like mushroom cultivation. So you have a lot of opportunity. And thirst areas, agriculture, biotechnology, and opportunities, vegetable farming and all. So wish you all success for your bright future, and wish you all success. Your question, all welcome. And I always used to keep our Professor APJ Abdul Kalam's words in my mind each and every day. I am the best. I can do it. God is always with me. I am the winner. Today is my day, and wish you all success. Your questions are most welcome. Thank you, one and all, for your keen passion and keen passion to listen my presentation. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Participants, now you can unmute yourself and clarify your doubts. You can even post your doubts on the comment section.